Hey everybody, it's Gladys from Clan ATC back once again for Battledrunk episode 2. This is there's the beer. This is drunken live commentary from the guys from ATC. Tonight we've got Seawolf. Say hey.
What's up?
We've got Ryan, fucking Link.
What's up?
No names.
It's the soulless ginger from the first
No
one.
names. No names.
No names. No names.
No names.
And we've got Raprim. Say hello.
So
Speak, goddamn you.
I just did. I was drinking. This is Battledrunk, isn't it?
This is Battledrunk indeed. We've got almost 18 minutes to fill with drunken stupidness. Playing on what is this? Zeba Tower once again. However, this is not Gunmaster. This is going to be basically just an overview of close quarters. So I want to start this off with our final thoughts on the close quarters package. All the maps, all the guns, but like mainly the maps and the feel of it and how it fits into the Battlefield experience. So I want to get your final thoughts on this. Seawolf, you let us off last time, so I'm going to switch it around.
Thank God.
Raprim, go ahead and start it off for us. What are your final thoughts on close quarters?
Alright, well I can't say I'm the biggest fan, just because the kind of gameplay that I feel like Close Quarters is suited to is not why I play Battlefield. But it's definitely here to serve a market, you know, and I think anybody who just wants to run and gun and have, you know, just rack up the kills, that's what it's for. It serves that market very well in that instance. Anybody else got anything to say about that?
All right, well, Link, go ahead and take us on the next answer.
Well, I agree with him. I mean, it's very tight, but yet though, I mean, I enjoy a close quarters map. I don't think they suit my preference of a gameplay, but I mean, I like them. I enjoy them.
Okay, well, what are the detractors from it though? I mean, like, what don't you like about close quarters?
Just the fact that you can't spawn on teammates. Well, you can spawn on teammates, but you can't spawn on objectives, which I really like, because you can sit there if an objective was getting taken, you can immediately spawn on it and do some work if you had a chance. But that's only my dislike about it.
I don't know. I mean, I can agree with you to a point, but it feels like with your teammates, you know, scattered around the map usually, unless you're rolling with a clan like we do, or you're with a group of friends, normally you've got your guys scattered all around the map. But with the close quarters map, it's exactly that. Everything is pretty close. So at any given moment, somebody's probably going to be close to an objective.
It's called
so I don't
close quarters, isn't it?
Yeah. So I don't have that much of a problem with not being able to spawn on an objective simply because of that. Usually your teammates are scattered around. But I can definitely understand, you know, and I can agree to a point.
Yeah. I mean, most of the time you don't play with your friends. I mean, sometimes your friends are only on a certain time of the day, or, I mean, so I mean, you're always sitting with a couple of randoms, and it's just really hard, I guess to say, to coordinate in such a small area with a bunch of randoms that you've never seen before.
That's true. That's true.
I actually think that this kind of caters to that, though. I mean, your lives are so short in close quarters that the whole team play feels less prevalent, I feel like, than if, you know, you want to run a gun solo. This is where you should do it. This is where you can just run around and, you know, try and own shit and be the guy who carries the teams, you know, depending on whether you're on one team or another. But this is where you could do it. This is where it really matters. If you're the guy who goes 40-2, in close quarters, you could be the difference in winning and losing, whereas in, you know, Conquest on one of the larger maps, team play and squad play specifically is much more important than just like having one guy who seems to be, you know, doing all the damage.
I agree.
That's true.
I agree.
That's true. All right, well, Wolf, give us your thoughts on this, and then we'll move on to the next topic.
I'm sitting on the fence. I like them, but then when I play them, they piss me off. But they definitely have their place in Battlefield. They do. You can everything y'all said makes total sense. But they do have their place in battle. These maps do have their place in Battlefield. They do. that you have squad tactics. You can use them. Defense is harder, yes, on the flags because you can't spawn on the objectives, but the objectives are taken so quickly. I mean, what is it, like 4 seconds, 5 seconds to make them neutral and then retake them? So it's not meant for a defensive map. It's not meant for you to take an objective and then go into a defensive posture with it. It's meant for a Call of Duty style fighting in a closet. You know, take an objective and you keep going.
I guess that is true too.
So and that's and you know they've been at Call of Duty's throats since the inception of this game. So this map pack, to me, this makes me think that they're trying to, I don't know if they're trying to one up Call of Duty or anything like that, or hey, we can make something just as good or whatever, because it's got the Battlefield feel. You watch it when you start the game off, or this map off, especially this one, everything looks fine. Everything looks nice and pristine and all that happy bullshit. But when you get towards the end of a match, especially if you're playing like a 200 or 300% match and you got like 1750 tickets or something on these things, the place looks like shit. I mean, it just totally just got wrecked and fucked up because everybody's shooting.
Yeah,
everybody's
after
shooting
the party.
rockets. Right, and that's something that you can't do with Call of Duty.
Yes.
You play Call of Duty and you've got the hardened whatever thing. You know, my bullets can go through 3 different vehicles and still shoot you in the face. You know, you can't do that in Battlefield, but you can shoot a bullet through drywall and it's going to break the drywall. So now you've got a hole you can see through. It does change the gameplay around a little bit. It's not just some bullshit. Well, I got hit markers there and I'm playing Call of Duty and I'm gonna shoot. It's, you know, I may have gotten hit markers there, or I know this guy's been chasing me and I've backed myself into a bathroom or a closet or whatever in this map, and you shoot out a wall to see this guy and you gun him down. So it's definitely got that out that you always have with Battlefield, to take out a wall or bring down a building or whatever. So it definitely helps.
Yeah.
It does fit a certain clientele.
Exactly.
You know, people like this run and gun. Hey, I don't want to be a medic. I want to be a recon. I don't give a shit about reviving people like right there. And I just want to go 50 and 6.
Of course.
You know, and there's some people that, you know, hey, I'm going to be a medic and I'm not going to shoot my gun at all because there's just going to be bodies everywhere, because that's how these games run. So, I mean, I enjoy them. I mean, you're not going to find me playing these maps every single day. You know, you're going to find me on Caspian Border, you're going to find me on Metro, Grand Bazaar, those, you know, the older maps. I'm glad they came up with new maps, don't get me wrong. I enjoy them, I play them when I'm bored with the other ones, but I like the older maps as well. And this M5K sucks dick when you're 1-on-2. I can't stand it. I have the exact same loadout you got with this bitch. I've got a service star with it, and if you're 1-on-1, it's great, but if somebody else comes, forget about it. But
okay, well that'll actually transition rather nicely here. My next subject I was going to talk about was I wanted you guys to give me some like what's your one favorite gun, like your surprise that you found from this map pack and the new guns and everything like that. What is the one thing that you've gone back to from this map pack now that we've been a couple weeks in? I'll go ahead and lead this one off. For me, it's definitely the AUG. I've said in a couple of the reviews, like not reviews rather, but the different videos I've done for the different maps in the close quarters pack, I've talked about the AUG and how it's my baby, and God, it's like the sexiest thing I've ever seen. So it's very similar to the M416 for the assault class. It's got I'm pretty sure the same firing rate, obviously the same ammo capacity, everything like that, but it just feels more stable and it feels like it's got more power to it. And I don't know if that's just, you know, something from my perspective or whether that's a statistical thing, you know, from the DICE end, but it feels better than the M416. But it's a generalized weapon. It's not specialized in long range or in fire rate like the FAMAS for close quarters.
I believe it's short to mid range.
Well, yeah. But what I'm saying is, though, it's like it's not specialized for any specific type of combat engagement. It's an all-around balanced gun like the M16A3 or the M416. But I don't know, something about it just feels better. So I go back to that. Wolf, what's one weapon that you keep coming back to from this pack?
I've played I've used all the other guns. I got the little achievement, because I'm an achievement whore with it, and I gave this M5K a huge chance. I figured, so when we first came in, you know, I said it's obviously going to be great for these close quarter maps, and it might be exceptional for a Metro or, you know, one of those maps, and it works fine in those maps. And the fire rate is so high, and I don't know the statistics with the actual damage rate or damage per seconds or whatever, but I just find it harder to engage more than one target with it, even when you have the extended magazine with the 31 rounds instead of the 21, which it comes stock with. Excuse me. I found myself going back. Earlier today we were playing, and I go back. I use the M16A3. My assault cast is the M16A3 with a 4X ACOG. Now some of you might say 4X is gay. I'll use a holographic. Well, I've had to switch from the holographic for a while, and I just, for some reason here lately, I was getting my ass kicked, and I had to switch back over to the ACOG, and now I'm raping again. So, you know, pretty soon here.
We just lost Cody.
Yeah, we just lost Cody.
Okay.
All right.
We dropped out. So
yeah, we had a little problem there. So, anyways, like I was saying, all my loadouts are all all original weapons. M16A3, M4A1, 240 Bravo, and then my recon. I just kind of float around with it. I get my ass whooped by Spazzes. And I get my ass whooped by that damn L86, that damn bullpup British LMG. I used it. I liked it, but I like my stuff better. So the new weapons are good, but yeah, that's my opinion. I'm sticking to the older ones. So.
Okay, so you got no new weapon that you go back to. All right, so Link, what about you? What about the new weapons?
I actually enjoy some of the newer weapons because on my battle log I'm actually pretty efficient with some of the older and the newer weapons, so I actually enjoy them. But I like Seawolf said, I still go back to some of the original weapons, like my M16, my L96 for my sniper, Mark 42 Bravo for my machine gun, and
I'm pretty sure I proved my case. Sorry, Link, with that kid the other day, Gladys.
Oh God!
I just wanted to throw that in there where he was throwing some weight around where he didn't have any.
Right.
So I'm sorry. Go ahead, Link.
But
all right, well
but the only sniper, the only gun I guess I really like is this. I can't remember the name of it, but the second sniper rifle, the first sniper rifle that you unlock, the MK
M417.
M417. I pretty much raped on that gun one day, and I enjoy that gun, but I still use all my original stuff.
Okay. All right, so Raprim, what about you? What are your thoughts on the new guns?
You were dying a lot in this video.
See,
oh, I know.
I'm a little different from these guys. I move around a lot when it comes to like gun use, so I like to play with new guns. I don't sit on a gun for too long. I mean, I've played through the F2000, I've played through the M16, I've played through the M4 for carbine class. I like YOG. I haven't given the Scarella a try yet. Like I said, I haven't moved on to that yet because I'm still playing with the YOG and I enjoy it. But it's definitely, I think it's worth it to play through the new weapons. I think they've got some interesting features.
12 service stars.
As far as like close quarters is concerned, though, if you're not using automatic shotguns, I feel like you're behind the curve because I never used a shotgun until close quarters.
True.
I had no shotgun kills, no shotgun points, and then close quarters came along, and I had.
Now you're a shotgun whore.
Yeah, well, are you using the Spaz, the new one that came out, or are you using one of the older ones?
I haven't, like I said, I haven't even unlocked the Spaz because I hadn't used any of the shotguns before. So right now I'm only using. I think the last one I used was like what, the M3AK1 or whatever the fuck it's called.
MK3A1, yeah.
Prototype shotgun. Yeah. So that's what I've been using recently, but I think I'm going to try out a couple of the other ones. And it's interesting to me that this map pack is encouraging me to explore gun options that I wouldn't have normally. So.
Yeah, that is good. I feel like
keep an open mind. It's good.
Yeah. That's probably the main thing that I'm happy about with this map pack and the release of new weapons. Like I'm not I'm more excited, absolutely, for new maps as opposed to new weapons because I've got my old standbys, the M16A3, Engineer class M4A1, of course, you know, like balanced weapons that are good in just about all scenarios. You know, I've got those old standbys, so weapons to me aren't the most interesting thing, but new ways to play, new maps that come out, you know, that force me to change tactics. That's definitely a huge plus for me. So I'm satisfied with close quarters, you know, as a whole package here. But I'm definitely happier with these maps than the new batch of weapons. Because with the new batch of weapons, you also got to think about it comes with, you know, you've got to rebalance everything later. Like for sure, how the release stats are now, they're gonna get tweaked. You know, we've already called out in previous videos the M417. It's got like, it doesn't feel like it has any recoil, which is fucking ridiculous. But the M417 and the Spaz 12 seem like they're gonna be the next two weapons that get nerfed.
Definitely that Spaz, and I think the L86 is as well.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. We got a bonus clip for all you guys watching here that stuck with through 16 minutes. 16 minutes of drunken nonsense. So this is a bonus clip from the co-op here, which I rarely ever play. But I had a buddy of mine, J-Bot. He games with us here. Good old J-Bot with his fucking shuffle that he does.
I never would have found this glitch because I don't crash into the water. So
oh sure. I mean, how do you even figure this out? Is question number one. But regardless of that, J-Bot took me into Cobot and co-op, and he showed me this glitch here. You gotta land in the water, but you can only face this certain way. You can't be facing the opposite way. It's gotta land exactly like that. Now this is the funny part. Take a close look at this. Right here, he comes out of the water.
You got no legs, Lieutenant Dan.
I can't feel my legs. I can't feel my legs. You got no body. Like what? What? I don't know how. Like okay, I can.
It's like the oblongs.
Look at
yeah, the oblongs. Yeah,
like around the
the little barrel steel.
Or the hips, like those harnesses.
I'm just surprised it gave you a gun. It's like this glitch is not supposed to happen, but like in case you find it, here's your gun.
Hell, and 231 rounds.
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So we're wrapping it up here. We got like 20 seconds left. Big thank you to everyone who stuck with us so far. I know it's a long video, but this is Battledrunk episode 2. Subscribe to our YouTube, add us on Facebook, like the videos, leave us comments on what you want to see next, anything you guys want to tell us or whatever. Or hate mail, we love that too. So, yeah, awesome. Thanks for watching. See you on the battlefield.